Well, I know it's a sign from God. Unfortunately. So here in Spy House, no sex with spies unless you bring them. So look, literally the second I was having that affirmation thought, a woman appears in the pool. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I accidentally broke the hotel window door. And it was so nice about it yesterday. But look, here's the thing. I was a spy and I saw her. I slept with her. Well, then other people would be really fucking pissed from our country, perhaps. I don't think they'd be congratulating me, right? And so, I have not gotten back to the caveat. I figured out the workaround because, you know, some people might want to have sex with someone from another country. I figured it out. First of all, getting married and you don't have to worry about it, okay? That's going to handle it for 90% of the good people who are going to be, you know, the young ones coming up. But for the old people, people like me, or people like the, you know, the Sicarios or the Delta Force or law enforcement, what do? Don't even want to sit in front of this lady. I feel so much ashamed. Not ashamed. Escorts, the sex workers, the women that we're saving, and the women that were, you know, taken out of these horrific places where a lot of them are pretty much locked up in rooms like these for months or years. You know, those women are really fucked up, man. And they're probably going to get with really bad guys when they get released. Well, let's not have that happen. Let's have the guys that actually were working for years, you know, retrieving them, be the ones that ultimately end up with them, right? It makes a lot of sense because, you know, most guys that I spent time with today, yeah, they probably done some fucking shit that God would be like, you know, it's okay because you're working your way to heaven, but a lot of women might not understand that. And so you need a woman that might have had a little bit of scar with tissue, if you will, or a lot of it to understand a guy like that. At the same time, a guy in our field of work, man, we're not fucking judging people. Got the most smoking hot, beautiful woman I ever saw at the AM, PM, or that grocery store that was down there. She undoubtedly would have to have been a prostitute, okay? You don't have a woman that hot, and I don't think she was from this country because of her skin color, and she looked to me like she was from further south. She looked like some women I've slept with that were escorts, and so I know the look. I did run the #1 luxury escort company in Cabo, and that would have been, if she had been under her own control, you know, $500 for 2 hours. Unfortunately, she probably would have been at $80 or less if she was being controlled. And so I don't think you get a woman like that, her age and her beauty, in the mid-20s, in a situation like that where she's making minimum wage in a foreign country. I think basically she got out and she's doing the best that she can. And again, that's a woman who should have been on TV and had everything handed to her just because she is so beautiful and God made her that way. Well, you know, I would marry a woman like that and I wouldn't have a problem with it because what the fuck, what am I going to say? It's called looking yourself in the mirror. And so that's the workaround, I think, and I think it works, is that the way we get to sit with people from other countries is first get married, sounds good, but then if you're the older people who have really, you know, we haven't spent a lot of time with women like that and back that are good quality and nice, and so we would never really judge, you know, and we'll weed out our own kind too. One little disclaimer: no taking a woman and making her your girlfriend. Like, you know, they need to be free for a year or two at least, being nurtured and basically doing that. Look how nice that lady is. Oh my, look at how pretty she is. Oh my God, she is like elegance and that's her daughter. Wow. So my guess is that's a spy couple. And the mother went, her version of the CIA is, yeah. And the daughter went military. Cigar could fuck some shit up. But, you know, I like the idea about, you know, taking these fallen women who have just had lives that are, some of them fuck like 20 guys in one day, man. You know, it's true. It takes a certain kind of person to,
You know, that woman might judge if I were to bring a wife home one day who was a prostitute.
as she should, because she wouldn't want that around her family, you know? But, you know, most people that are working at Sicarios or in some type of law enforcement, yeah, they're not really going to be hanging out with those type of people, so it works.